Hello everyone, in this video we are just going to test the RTOS kernel code that we have written right over here for the past few tutorial videos. So in the past few tutorial videos we have been creating all these function definitions inside the RTOS kernel.c, and in this video we are just going to test all these functions by initializing the round robin scheduler of this RTOS. So you can see these are all the functions that has been implemented by us in the past few videos. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend the scope of all these functions in the .h file of RTOS kernel header. So I'm just going to, before that I'm just going to put this scheduler launch function above all the functions because this is the primary function. So here I'm just going to put this function, and leaving the sysdig handler, I'm just going to take all these functions to extend the scope of these function definitions to every file where this particular RTOS kernel.h is included. So we extended the scope of all those function definitions in this .h file. So whenever we include this particular header file in the .c file, let's take it to be main.c, we can use all those functions right over here. And the next thing that we are going to do is, since we are having this sysdig handler inside the RTOS kernel.c, we have already configured the sysdig peripheral right over here, which we don't want. So we are just going to comment out everything right over here. We don't want anything inside this function or in this whole file. So I'm just going to comment each and everything. And inside this also I'm just going to comment out everything. Header file also I'm just going to comment out everything. So we are not using the sysdig in this particular sysdig.c and .h. Instead we have configured and used it inside the RTOS kernel.c and .h. We have the sysdig handler right over here. That's it. Now coming to our main function, you can clearly see this is the main function. We have initialized everything right over here, led, uart and sysdig. I'm just going to comment out everything here. I don't want anything inside this main function. This also I will comment. I will comment this also, and below this what I will do is I will just take all these functions and put it below the main function. So if required I will use this in the later part, but for now I am just going to test whether the scheduler is running. So I am just going to use them in the later part of the same video. Now I am just going to initialize the kernel. So that can be done by the function RTOS kernel init, and then we can add the threads of the scheduler using the function kernel add threads. RTOS kernel add threads. Actually this particular function receives 3 different parameters. So I'm just going to pass like task 0, task 1, task 2 to this particular add threads function as parameters, and I'm going to do the definition of those functions right over here. Task 0 void of, this is actually a main thread or the main function, so it will be having while of 1. Similarly I'm just going to create task 1 and task 2, and here I am just going to declare 3 different variables: task 0 running, runner, task 1 runner, task 2 runner. So these variables are just for testing purpose. What we will do is we will just increment this particular variable inside this while of 1 of task 0 function, and similarly we will do for other two variables inside the other two task functions. Task 1 runner will be incremented inside the while of 1 of task 1 function, and task 2 runner will be incremented inside the while of 1 of task 2 function, and address of all these three functions are passed as the parameter to add threads function, so that all these three functions are considered as threads for the scheduler. And next thing that we are going to do right over here is set the quanta for round robin scheduler. So here for that you can use the function kernel lots function, and you can pass the quanta here to be 10. Let's assume it is to be 10. Now let's try to build this particular program and see whether our program is building successfully without any errors. So here click on this particular icon right over here, or right click on this and build project. We have errors, bad arguments to the instruction LDR. So here coming to the functions of RTOS kernel. So here coming inside the assembly instructions, the bad type is nothing but the missing of comma right over here. So this is the mistake or error. Similarly, we have the similar instruction inside this particular function also. It is inside the sysdig handler and also inside the OS launch function too, I hope. Here also comma. Save this and again building this. Now that we are completed with the main function right over here, let's try to test this real-time operating system round robin scheduler that we developed right over here. Before that, I just found out a minor bug in the functions that we developed right over here. That is, in this particular scheduler launch function definition, after popping out all these registers R4 to R11, we missed out the R12 linker register to pop out. So just do this before executing the real-time operating system. And one more thing is this particular T bit in the stack init function, I found it to be wrong, because as per the ARM Cortex M user manual, you can clearly see the T bit is the bit number 24 in the PSR register. So we just want to set the bit number 24 right over here. Save this. Coming to the first function, that is the scheduler launch function, I see no problem here since we build this line by line. Of course, we built every function line by line. Let's see anything went wrong. Here in this particular kernel stack init function, I found that we were having number of threads as the first index right over here to the TCP stack function. So I changed that to thread number. And in the kernel add threads function, we had a return type of 8 bits variable, but we have not provided the return. Just ensure that you have provided the return of 1 at the end for making the compiler stating the correct function. And the next kernel init function, there is no problem. And in the kernel launch function, just set the bit number 1, which I forgot during the kernel launch video. Just do that to avoid some unnecessary activities in the processor or in sysdig peripheral. And in the kernel sysdig handler function, I see no problem. This is okay. Just ensure all these lines are proper. Now I'm just building this project. It has built as with 0 errors and 0 warnings. Now I'm just going to right click on this, debug as STM32 C++ application for moving to the debug view of cube ID, and also for flashing this particular code to the Nucleo F446RE development board. So particularly in this video, we are just going to test whether this RTOS that we built, that is the round robin scheduler that we built, is running. So that is the basic thing that we are going to check. So in this video, you can clearly see we have declared three different variables for three different tasks. Task 0, task 1, task 2 has task 0 runner, task 1 runner, task 2 runner. So all these variables I have added to the live expressions window. For getting the live expressions window, go to window, show view, select the live expressions right over here. For getting this live expressions window in the debug view of STM32 Cube IDE. And upon getting that, just click on this and type the name of the variable like this to get the respective variable onto this live expressions window. Now I'm just going to run this program by clicking on this particular icon or F8 in my keyboard. You can see my round robin scheduler is running and all these three variables are updating. And among all these three variables, you can clearly see all these variables are having the closer value, which means all are running in a parallel manner in the round robin scheduler of the RTOS kernel that is developed in this particular kernel.c and kernel.h file. So for several videos from this point of video in the tutorial series, we have been developing this particular RTOS round robin scheduler in these two files, kernel.c, RTOS kernel.h. I hope you also reached up to this level in your PC and understood how you can build your round robin scheduler from scratch without any third-party library using these tutorial videos, and gain some knowledge about the basics of building the round robin scheduler using a SysTick peripheral of ARM Cortex-M processor. Ensure that all these three variables are running so that you can ensure and confirm round robin scheduler or the kernel RTOS that you have built is running. So I hope you have also achieved up to this level and set up your RTOS for running after this particular video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.